Hello, how are we? I'm back. I feel like I have been gone for so long. Like, honestly, I know it's been like, what, a week? But I feel like I've been gone forever, to be honest. I had planned, the plan was to just be off on Saturday, right? And I know I said that, and that was originally the plan, was Saturday's our family event, let's just do it on Saturday, right? But I will talk about this later on, and we can, I can tell you all this amazing story. Hi, Matty, welcome in, how are you today? But let's just say Sunday was a complete no-go. Like, even if I wanted to do Sunday, which I did, don't get me wrong, I absolutely could not do Sunday. And as Cerise saying, rare save stream, I wouldn't say it's rare, I'm just saying I'm back after a week's break. Which is mental to think about. I've been off for a week already. I feel like I've been gone for over a month. But yeah, let's open up some Starville and then we can talk about our weekends, because mine was definitely busy and I'm sure Serene can agree. But here we are, back on Starville. I have not touched this account in 2 days. I like to do a lot of off-screen grinding, but I haven't touched it. I have done all of this event though. As you can see, I didn't do too good, to be honest, but it's fine. But yeah, let's do some Divergent Universe today, just to kind of get into it. I will turn the game sound on. I should probably do that, shouldn't I? Might be a good idea. Whoops. As Serena's hinting here, did she find her shoes? So, this weekend, as some of you might know, was a family event for me. It was a joint birthday for both of my parents that I and my sister were hosting. And, you think, okay. And I let my sister take the wheel on this. I let my sister pretty much host absolutely everything. And I just paid for it. Because as much as I wanted to get involved, I saw how into it she was, and I didn't want to take that away from her. So I just left her. Come to find out, so Serena and I are setting up from... We picked up the cake at 9 o'clock in the morning. Bear in mind, the party isn't until 6:30, which is a whole issue in itself. But we start around 9 a.m. to get ready. And Serena and I have been getting ready. We are in the building by 2 p.m. Getting the cake there, which is the heaviest motherfucking cake I've ever carried in my life. But we're getting this cake. We're getting all the food, because we went to Costco on Wednesday to get all of this food. Which... no one really ate, which kind of devastated me, but because it was good food. I was cooking from 1 p.m. sorry. I wouldn't have trusted you with the cake, to be honest. So we're setting up, and I know I'm gonna like, we're doing this, we're doing that. We did a lot to set up, an absolute lot, and it was a very busy morning. It's like 5 o'clock. And as I said, the party starts at 6:30. So I'm thinking, where's the DJ? Why is the DJ not setting up? Why is the staff not getting the bar ready? Like, what's going on? So I go downstairs and I'm talking to the staff and I'm thinking, what's going on? Why are you guys not started yet? Like, you're cutting it really close. Come to find out, my sister told everybody, be there for 6 p.m. My parents will be up by 6:30. Nobody told the staff. My sister didn't tell the staff what time they were starting, so they thought they were starting at 7. So they would be getting ready at 7:15 instead of, now, essentially. So, I'm now running around at 5 p.m. Bear in mind, I've been in there since, like, yeah, my sister didn't tell the staff. But, Serena and I are now running around with the staff at 5 p.m. trying to get ready for a party where guests are showing up in like less than an hour at this point. And we were expecting around 70 to 80 people. So we're like running around trying to get ready. We managed to get ready on time and everything kind of worked out. But my sister was meant to drop off my parents. There was meant to be some sort of like diversion to like confuse my parents, so it gave my sister time, all of my siblings time to get upstairs and be there for surprise. Well, my brother wasn't ready, and my mother said to her, "Oh, leave your brother there." So my sister, instead of taking everybody in one go, decided, oh, I don't know, what is this? Trigger, combat. I have no idea what I've just clicked, but I'm doing something. So, my sister now has to go home again after dropping my parents off. So now we really have to make sure this diversion's in place, right? Guess what the staff didn't do? There was no diversion. So my parents walked in almost straight away. Nobody realized there was just a very big delayed surprise. And none of the rest of my siblings were there to see it. But thankfully my sister managed to rock up like 10 minutes later. Not very impressed. So it was a bit chaotic to start off with, to be honest. But after that, I think the party went really well, to be honest. Serene, I'm sure you can back me up here, but on your thoughts. But I think it went really well. Yes, it was very, very stressful, Matty, the start of it. And I've learned my lesson never to fully trust my sister with hosting anything ever again. But it went well. Everybody got way too drunk, Serene included. Well, everybody but me, because I'm not a drinker, to be honest. I am not a drinker. I will have a couple, and I did have a couple, but I will not get drunk. So, as Serene is saying in chat, everybody got very, very, very drunk. My sister got so drunk that she left her phone and her vape everywhere and lost it. Didn't even realize I stole it at one point. She then took her shoes off, which are these bright, sparkly high heels, right? Very, very bright, sparkly high heels. I'm stood behind her holding her shoes. Serene looks at her and goes, "Where are your shoes?" And she's like, "I don't know." So she's lost everything. She has absolutely no idea because she's too blitzed to care. She's falling around, she's giggling, she's like puking, like the whole lot. So it was a bit of a mess. And then my parents are like buzzed, but they're, you know, they're actually well behaved, thankfully. My older brother has been pub running since midday. So he was drunk when he walked in. 2 random people showed up who I still don't know who they were that my brother invited. He managed to try and get himself a new girl. Failed miserably. Just kept disappearing. Was so drunk he was like shouting at one point. Getting in Serene's face as a joke, trying to fight him. Bear in mind, this is the first time he's ever met Serene. This is my older brother. And then getting himself lost. I ordered him a taxi home, and he didn't even appear to the taxi home. He ended up getting himself a kebab, text everybody in his contacts about this kebab he's just bought, and sat for 3 hours telling my mum about this kebab that she's just bought, and how amazing it was, and at like 2 a.m. So my younger sister's absolutely, you know, she just can't cope. My older brother is just talking about his kebab. Serene is so drunk that he falls down the stairs and stands up and doesn't even realize he's fell down the stairs. He's on the dance floor dancing with me, which if you, obviously you won't know Serene as well as I do, but he is such a stuck up for things like this. Love you, Serene, but he will not ever go on a dance floor. So he's on the dance floor, he's pretending to be all tough and that. And then he's like falling down the stairs. He walked into a window, and then I'm in like a block of flats, so we've got like our communal hall, and it's very, very echoey. It's like very, very echoey. So I said to Serene, because we walked in at like midnight, I'm like, be quiet. So he sits outside for 5 minutes giggling about me telling him to be quiet. I open the main door, we get in, and then he starts giggling. And I smiled, right? Because he's giggling. So he turns around and like loudly shushes me, like, shh. And he's like loudly shushing me. I then like turn around and look at him. He giggles, thinks I've giggled, and then does it again. And is like sat for like 5 minutes loudly shushing. I then somehow get him into bed. I don't know how I did this. I get him into bed, and he's like rolling around in the bed going, shmee me 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 me, shmee me 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 me. And that is a direct quote, by the way. I'm not even making, like, he genuinely says the words shmee me 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 while rolling around in the bed. And it is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then my like 80-year-old great aunt is on the dance floor boogieing it. And my other 80-year-old great uncle is sat with these like stupid ass glasses on and sat with his tongue sticking out. And I felt like I was the only sane person there. So it was a very interesting night. It was a very busy night. So and then it was just a lot. Like, there was a lot more on top of all of that. But that's kind of like the main highlights. Yeah, you were dancing with my great aunt and he's never met her before. So it was a very, very interesting night. It was definitely worth it. It was a very good night. I feel like I'm very glad I stayed sober. Well, not sober, but you could feel a buzz. I wasn't tipsy. I wasn't at that point, but you were buzzed. And then on Sunday, I'm like, oh, I'm planning to stream on Sunday. You know. But I couldn't because my great aunt and my great uncle are not from Scotland. So they came up from England to come and be at this party. So they were having a whole day. At the time I would have streamed with my parents, and I thought I would much rather spend that time with my family than stream, because I can always stream on Tuesday. And I wasn't gonna get to see them afterwards, and I didn't see them afterwards, so that was my thought process, was I would much rather spend that time with them now than stream. So I'm sorry guys, don't hate me, but my family were the top of my list. I was very glad I wasn't sober because I would have just made everybody miserable. You did at the start, you had your face in your phone and just didn't acknowledge anybody at all. And I think that was kind of annoying. But once you had a drink in you, you were like, I wouldn't say you were the life of the party, that was definitely my sister, but you were coming up close. I get that. How has everybody else's weekends been though? This week has just been like a crazy one. It was a long weekend for work. It was a bank holiday for May Day. So yesterday, I ended up going to a carvery with my parents and my family. So we ended up going to the carvery, and I'll send a photo in Discord, but it is the best carvery ever, and for £15 you get this absolutely huge plate with like, I had beef, turkey and gammon with like roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, honey glazed parsnips, and I'm sorry if I'm making you hungry guys. You know, broccoli, it was a very, very big plate, but it was a very, very delicious plate of food. So, and then I got some ice cream afterwards. So it's been a very busy weekend. I never really got a chance to kind of chill out. I've also been doing my driving lessons in between. And that's been good. I feel like I'm not the world's best driver. I've only touched a car twice. But I've been pretty good, and I'm actually quite proud of myself how quickly I've taken it up and how well I've done for never touching a car before. My younger sister could drive, and when she started driving, like taking her lessons, she had already had experience in a car because she went out with my dad and he took her like on like pre-driving experience. I parallel parked the other day. It wasn't like exactly parallel parked, but it was close enough. And my sister had that experience on the road beforehand, whereas I walked into the car, looked at my instructor and went, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. And we went from there, and within 20 minutes, I was on a highway. So it's been pretty interesting. But I'm quite proud of myself at what I've managed to do. Although, driving lessons are so expensive. £37 an hour is horrendous. I mean, I wish I was getting paid £37 an hour. Does someone want to give me that money? I could pay off like a year's worth of rent with that. Right, let's finish that up. Why is my Discord pinging? It is Serene sending me a photo of Dr. House. Thank you very much, Serene. I still never get your obsession with Dr. House, but maybe because I've never watched it. House. Oh, my tea's getting cold now. I'm gonna have to put it away. I probably said this before, but like, food or drink that's meant to be cold and then isn't cold is the worst thing ever. Like, if you're expecting something to be like warm and it's absolutely freezing, I feel like there needs to be a word for that, and there probably is, and I don't know it. But if you like stuff like that, I'm sorry, it's criminal. I can't cope. Like, a cold cup of tea, I don't think I could even down. It makes me feel, like, sick. Physically. And I need my glasses. I'm, like, sat talking, and I'm wondering why my head's starting to hurt. Probably because I'm sat without my glasses on. What does Screwlum have? I don't care much for curios. I think I need more of the blessings. I do want to get one of the harmony blessings soon.
We need a strategy. Let's wait.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do much with this team. Cheerios? What are you on about with Cheerios? Huh? I never said Cheerios. I don't think I said Cheerios. I probably did and didn't realize, but I don't think I did. I'll watch the VOD afterwards and like realize I've said it and had no idea. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do good against this boss because of the weakness of type. But fingers crossed. I am hoping to be going back to driving. I'm hoping to be driving fairly soon. I think the hardest part's gonna be the theory test. And I think that's the bit I'm more nervous for. I'd say low-key, but it's very much high-key. Like, I'm so nervous for that. And I'm the type of person who's normally quite good with things like theory. But I feel like I've heard so many horror stories about it, I'm like, I don't know. Especially since the theory test is quite out of its way for me. Theory shouldn't be too bad, but I can do it. I mean, to be fair, you kind of gave up quite quickly when it came to your driving. Like, much love to you, but you kind of just went, fuck it. I'm not smart. I wouldn't say I'm smart at all. I just like numbers. And I hate writing, and theory is entirely writing with hardly any numbers. That's why I'm so good at my job, is because I love numbers. That's also why I'm bad at parts of my job, because a lot of it's writing and I just get so bored I can't cope with it. Do they not just die alongside him? You'd think they would. Like, that was just a waste of time. Although I got an achievement, never mind, it's not a waste of time, I take that back. I don't think any of these are that good, to be honest. I really want a harmony one, so I can start doing more, what's it called? Like super breaks and stuff. I'm like forgetting words now. I'm glad to be back though. Like, I was kind of dreading stream yesterday, I can't lie. But I think it's one of those things where I really enjoy streaming. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But it is one of those things where I think it's the same with everything. You kind of dread it until you get into it. Especially because I put myself out there. Like, I don't sugarcoat who I am at all. Like, I am just me on the internet, chatting away. And that is quite scary, to be honest. Like, putting myself in front of you guys who... You guys have been absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong, you guys have been absolutely wonderful, but... When I first started thinking about streaming, I had no idea what kind of people would be, you know, if anybody would be watching me. I didn't know if anyone would watch, let alone, you know, who it would be. So, to have that community means a lot. And I hope you'll actually realize how much you mean to me on a daily basis. But I feel like it's definitely, it can be quite scary. And quite more of an intimidating thought when it comes to streaming. Just because I'm just sat talking to myself sometimes. And I love it. And I absolutely love it, but I think it's more me being scared to be me. It's probably just something I need to work on. And I hope someone else has ever felt like I do. Serene, don't out me like that. I like talking about how amazing my community is. I really do. And I've cried about it in bed an ungodly amount of times. Because I'm so grateful. Like, I've been streaming for, I want to say 2 to 3 months. Like, I'm back again. Like, I used to stream a few years ago. But I'm properly back at it now. And it's... Thank you guys. Thank you, Matty. Hello, Kage. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're well. But, like, it genuinely... I feel like it's such a scary thing to put yourself on the internet. Especially when you're a person like I am. And I will be quite open that sometimes I'm still trying to find who I am. And sometimes the things I like and don't like.
You chose the wrong enemy.
And... it means a lot just having, like, I've said this recently, I know I've said this recently, and I don't remember when I said this, but there's a couple of lurkers who I will not name that are in here almost every stream, and I see them, and I will never out a lurker, but I see them, and they mean the world to me. Like, quite a few of you, which you might be here. I've not actually checked my viewer list today, I try not to. But, you know, who are here quite consistently, and that means the world to me. Just having someone here listening to me yap, because Kage, Serene, these are my friends who've heard me sit and talk and talk and talk a lot off stream. And if I can use that energy, and I will talk whether they're there or not, and I know that they find that quite exhausting, and it's like, if I can just sit and use that energy to yap and play a game, and if my boyfriend doesn't want to hear about it, or, you know, doesn't have the energy to listen to me, or my friends don't have the energy to listen to me, I might as well stream it. That was my thought process, and that's how I started streaming. It was more, I have this energy and I need to use it, and if I don't use it for something, I'm gonna get upset. So it's definitely one of those things where I'm like, I'm here, I've got this energy to yap, I'm just gonna yap. And that's why I don't stay for very long. Like, I'm here for an hour 3 times a week. Because if I start pushing it to, you know, 2-hour streams, 3-hour streams, like I know most people do, that's a lot of talking. Like, even I know that's a lot of talking. And if I'm not in the mood to talk that long, I'm sorry, but this is gonna be a boring stream. Like, I got called boring on Saturday, and I know I'm boring. My family, the first thing they ever said to me in 2025 was they called me boring. But if you expect me to talk for, like, 3 hours plus. I'm sorry, but I will be extra boring. If I have nothing to talk about, it'll just be long silences. So I thought, do you know what? This is the energy. This is like my prime time to sit and yap. And I'm sure, and my thought process was, I'm sure someone will listen to it. Even if it's just Serene, I'm sure someone will. And just having, you know, you guys here just listening to me talk about the things that I enjoy. And me listening to, like, chatting to you guys and hearing about the things that you enjoy means so much to me. And that's why I do so much research on, you know, things that chat talks about. Like, any games chat talks about, I will sit after stream and listen and do deep dives. Because I want to hear about it. I'm actually quite interested and it means the world. And here's Kage with trying to spark a conversation with yourself. Do you know what, Kage? What do you think I'm streaming for? I am currently sparking a conversation with myself and you guys are free to join in. That is entirely what streaming's for. But yeah, all I'm trying to say is, like, you guys listening to me yap, like, Kage had no choice at one point, Serene has no choice, but, like, you guys have the choice to listen to me sit and yap. And the fact that you choose to do so just means a lot to me. Become schizophrenic so you have people to talk to? Nah. I have you guys. What do you mean? I'll just look at my PNG tuber and talk to my PNG tuber. That's what I'll do. Oh, it's broken. It, like, broken quickly unbroke. I don't understand this boss. Like, I don't actually... I never did Rappa's story, so I don't actually know this boss. Like, at all. So I still never understand how it's going. Also, I do have a YouTube video prepped, and it will be coming out either tonight or tomorrow. As well as this VOD. This VOD will probably come out as well tomorrow. VODs take forever. Like, I feel like the VOD's is the longest thing to get on YouTube because you have to put it onto YouTube, and then I edit the start of my VOD. Because I have that, like, 5 to 10 minute window of just music, so there's no point having that on YouTube. So I'm like... It's one of those things where that is the longest thing for you, like, to put on YouTube is a VOD. But when I'm actually, like, sat editing a video, it doesn't take that long, and my team's about to die. Do you know what? We failed Divergent Universe. I was yapping too much. Let's just end it. Hopefully we'll get something out of it. But yeah, so I've got a YouTube video. It's it is similar to the last one. So we have Sele again, and it's getting her to defeat Hule in AP Shadow. So I feel like Hule is definitely more Sele friendly than the Swarm Bug. Hear my trigger squeaking in the background. But yeah, I feel like Hule's a little bit more Sele friendly. Be careful with Driftville, by the way. I heard that from Serene. Thank you, Kage. I will do my best to be careful. Do you know what? If they do anything, I will just complain. What are we currently listening to? We're listening to Route 2 at the minute. But yeah, it's Sele and Hule. It is Apocalyptic Shadow 3. I know it's not 4. I am absolutely not skilled enough to do 4 yet. I will, like, sit here and admit I am not skilled enough to do Sele and AP Shadow 4. But she does clear it. I will be spoilers. It's cleared.
Do not worry.
Was it cleared very well? No. But it was cleared. I don't understand all of that. Like, do they actually make money? Like, maybe I'm asking a dumb question here, but you two know me for my dumb questions. Do they make money when they claim it? And don't they have to, like, put in their, like, actual details and shit for that? Like, I don't understand how that works. I thought they had to put in, like, their legal names and shit, because it's technically classed as a lawsuit, no?
Eternal sleep, the dead return.
I swear I've heard that for something. I'm probably wrong, but... I swear they had to put in, like, legal names and shit. Yeah, we should have a Sele video coming out for Sele versus Hule. I feel like Hule was easier in some aspects, whereas she was quite quick to take out the ones on the side, like the little wolves on the side. But once it came to a 1v1 versus Hule, which is part of his AP Shadow kit, it was not easy. Like, it was not an easy fight. And I definitely made quite a few mistakes, and that's probably why it turned out as poorly as it did. But, yeah. Kage, what are you on about? What's that got to do with Driftvale City? I don't understand. What are we listening to? I like listening. This is the Poke Transfer. I was wondering what this song was. I was like, I swear I've heard this somewhere. Pokemon music is so peak. That's why I ended up using it in quite a few of my recent, like, things. It's like, I just love Pokemon music. Like, nothing beats Pokemon music and Honkai music. Like, specifically HI3. But HSR's got some good music as well, but nothing beats music like that. Cumulus City goes hard. It does. That is a fact. Neon Team Plasma has always been a favorite of mine, though. Like, I know that's kind of like a basic bitch thing, but like Neo Team Plasma is definitely a favorite of mine. Like, Team Plasma goes hard anyway, but like the Neo Team Plasma is like one of the best musics from Pokemon, I feel. Although Sword and Shield also did some really good music. Like, I was listening to some Sword and Shield music. Agreed. I agree. I prefer Neoplasma's design, but Sword and Shield music, I feel, was really good. Like, I actually really enjoyed Sword and Shield. For being Switch games, I don't like Scarlet and Violet. I'll put that one out there. That is the first Pokemon game I will sit here and say I don't like. But, you know, Sword and Shield was very good. I really, really liked Sword and Shield, actually. We are playing our Black and White Nuzlocke tomorrow, but to be honest, I'm kind of dreading it because I feel like every time I touch that Nuzlocke, I do something stupid. It's not even a Nuzlocke anymore. It's a showcase of how dumb can I be in an hour. It's like, how quickly can same fuck this run up in an hour? And that is exactly what that Nuzlocke is. It is so embarrassing. But we have that tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that tomorrow. It's 7 PM at UK time. At least you weren't jump scared by Ed Sheeran after playing Scarlet Violet. What? What are you I don't know Scarlet Violet, so it's what? It's Ed Sheeran got some songs in there? Sword and Shield are the best Pokemon games to come out in recent times. I really liked Legends. Yeah, I agree with Kage. I actually really liked Legends. I'm gonna be buying Legends EA. I have not touched my Switch on in so long. Ed Sheeran's the ending music. What? Is it any good? Like, is it like Ed Sheeran but good, or is it just like, ugh? You see, I disagree, Serena. I really liked Legends. I actually completed Legends entirely. Like, I sat for so long on my Switch just completing the Pokedex. Like, I really enjoyed that game. Serene, that text is gonna get me a copyright strike. But, yeah. I really enjoyed not Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield. And I'm hoping that whatever game comes out next, because we've got ZA, then we've got Gen 10, which is mental to think about. I'm hoping Gen 10 will be good. And if they decide to do Black and White remakes, if they have any chibi art, I think I might cry. I bought the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I have not touched it. I do want to get a capture card, though. For my... what's it called? For my PC, so I can stream. Because I would like to stream Sword and Shield and Legends on a capture card. Started scrolling through TikTok and all I hear is Ed Sheeran singing on my Switch info. He's singing! I thought it was like, it wasn't, ooh. I realized he was singing. And the original Red, how far into that are you? How are you getting on with that? Based opinion on BDSP, I opened it, like I bought it, opened it and just went, nah. Like, I enjoyed Platinum, although it was a very, very slow game. I did enjoy Platinum, although it was definitely one of those games where you had to be in the mood for it. If you weren't in the mood for it, you weren't playing it. But I really enjoyed Platinum. But BDSP, I don't think I have longer than an hour and a half on. And it was a 70 quid game. Same with Scarlet and Violet, 70 quid, and I've just never touched it. Are you still trying to do that? I thought you gave up on that. Soul Silver and Shiny Hunt Groudon. I think you do Soul Silver. I'd actually love to watch you do that. Aren't you working today? I just realized today's Tuesday. What are you doing here? No offense, Kage. Today's Tuesday. Aren't you meant to be at work? Or have you fucked your back again? I was trying, yeah, gave up. So what is it you're actually trying to do, Serene? Like, what is it you actually do? I don't understand. They fucked your schedule? How did they do that? Are you gonna start telling me that you're... Oh, I can't remember if you like opening or closing. The one that you don't like doing. Whichever one you don't like doing. I always forget. I get them confused. Wait, 3 shifts for the week? Is that it? I hope not. Lotus is spamming heals.
Let the show begin.
Thankfully, I'm just on a 9 to 5, so like, I know like I start work Monday to Friday, do my shift, finish, and I'm like done. But I think the worst thing about my job is it's so deadline heavy, because we have so many things going on at once. And it's not like so many things going on at once split between us. It is split between us, but like each person probably has about 3 different deadlines to adhere to in 1 week. Welcome in, Fallen. Thank you for the follow. It's much appreciated, and thank you for the lurk. It's great to see you. I don't think I've seen you. You've not seen you in a stream yet, so it's great to see you. Welcome into a same stream. Let's save corruption. That sounds like a lot, Serene. I feel like I've read that, and none of it's processed. So I couldn't imagine trying to actually do it. But is it mainly just RNG? Because like that is a lot, and if it's mainly RNG, I could see like that's quite frustrating. It seems.
Let the show begin.
Yeah, with my work though, going back to that, I'm just very grateful. Like I love my job. Unfortunately, I'm not permanent, which kind of kills on the inside, but I think this is one of the only jobs I can actually sit and say I absolutely love my job and I love my team. Like, as much as we have so much going on at once, for my ADHD brain, at least, I love it because I can kind of like bounce from thing to thing to thing and not get bored so quickly. Like, if you're doing the same mundane thing every day, I feel like it gets so boring. Ooh, look at that piece. I wish that was the other way around. I wish that was crit damage because we get so much crit rate from her set. Do you know what? We might have to use it, but that was a very nice looking piece. But yeah, I feel like as much as I do the same things, but by the time I have to do it again, maybe this is just me, I've already forgot how to do it. So it keeps it entertaining for me. The amount of times I go back and reference myself, I've referenced myself 4 times today. Just on things I should know how to do, just like entirely. I just go back and I reference myself. I'm in the RNG to save corruption. The 256 item bag is easy. The trainer ID has to be 25621 or 25834. Random. And it can crash. So why does it need to be those trainer IDs specifically? What's so special about those trainer IDs? Right, chat. We've grinded for Castorice. I don't think we got much, to be honest, other than that really nice piece. I just wish it was the other way around. If it was the other way around, we would have been very, very happy. But I don't know how much crit rate we're rocking in. I'm trying to hope this goes crit rate, but crit damage. Sorry, but ooh, it did. I don't know how much crit rate we're rocking in battle, but we can always up crit damage pretty easily. Like, look at that. That rolls crit damage 3 times. We are 100% using that piece. That is a beautiful piece. So we are rocking. Oh, we're gonna go in and we're gonna have nearly 100% crit rate. We're gonna have a lot of crit rate rocking into this fight. We could have a look at this. This has got crit damage. I think all we want is HP and crit damage. And I'm currently looking at defense. Yeah, that's a dead piece. That's a shame. That piece is fine. I don't think there's anything in here. Like, a lot of these are speed, but we don't really want speed. Because once we start going into speed, it's quite dangerous territory, I feel. For making sure that we're actually within the rate to get the set bonus. I might do this just now, just because it's HP. It's not ideal, but we can cope with it. Specific trainer IDs. Item bag layout, save corruption. Sorry, I am kind of skimming over this, to be honest, because there is quite a lot, is what you're saying. If the items are different and or move different places, I'll do something completely and crash. Ooh. I see what you mean now. So is it quite difficult to get it like that? Or do you find it can be quite easily manipulated, like the RNG? Equals Hall of Fame. Okay. That makes it easier for a little sane brain to understand. Right. We almost have a full set Castorice, which is great news. And we've got all of this. We are still on a 3-star light cone, but there's nothing we can do. We missed the banner. I'm sorry. But we're currently rocking 59.2% crit rate to 107.7% crit damage. Hopefully, we'll get ourselves a character soon that can buff crit damage. So I'm thinking, like, you know, Bronya. We could look at Sunday, Sparkle, kind of anyone like that. Sparkle probably not, but any of those like Harmony characters that could buff crit damage. Trailblazer. We can always change to Trailblazer. I really like Trailblazer right now, like on my main account. I've been using Trailblazer on almost every team because the true damage is just so good. Oh no, we have E1 Trivy, which is great. But my Trailblazer's at like 200% crit damage and it's just insane. But yeah, let's have a look. So we've got our Castorice. We're at nearly 5,000 HP too, which is great. I am quite proud of where we are. We do have some pulls though. I know I was shy to mention this earlier, but Anaxa is out. He's been out for a few days now. I kind of missed it. I'm sorry. We do have our pulls as well because the month has reset. So let's do our 15 pulls for the standard banner. And then we can do 12 for our Anaxa pulls. I don't think we have that much pity for Anaxa though. So let's go in. No 5-star. We have Shared Feeling. Increases the outgoing healing by 10%. That's not bad. I like that. I don't know what we're running on Locha just now, actually. What are we running on Locha? Energy regen and outgoing healing. I think we'll probably keep that one. I like the energy regen. No 5-star power crab. Chat, for context, Serene has just learned what power creep means. He has just learned what that word meant. Oh, that'll be good. We can check that on Castorice. And he is abusing that word. Like, he's just learned what it means, and it's the only word he wants to say regarding Star Rail. Eyes of Prey, good. I'm quite happy with that. Power Grip team, oh god. Right, let's do our 10 pull for Anaxa. I don't know how much pity we're in. We shouldn't be in too far. No 5-star. What are we looking at? I don't know what this light cone does. Break effect by 28%. When the warrior uses their ultimate, increases crit rate by 15. That's good. I like that. That would be quite helpful. I can hear Serene giggling, and every time he does, I'm like snapping my head over. Because I feel like he's going to say something so dumb. Right, we have 3 pulls. No Anaxa, Power Crypt. Yeah, so we had, what, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pity is what we're on just now. So this is 15. 16. Nope. And can we get it on 17? No ball. Although we can superimpose Castorice's light coat now, which will be great. So let's superimposition that. So it is now when the memo sprite's turn starts. Gain 1 stack of commemoration. Each stack increases by 12%, stacking 4 times. That's good. Only 3 stars sounds like Power Crept to me. I don't know what you're talking about, Serene. Boba's here to join us, chat. Can we get a hi, Boba? And if you're subscribed to Serene, make sure you do your Boba bounce emote in chat. Hi, Boba. You just chilling today? Yeah. So, I don't think there's much else for us to do. Do we have the ones for the Divergent universe? We do. I'm trying to think what else we can do, because today was more of kind of like a just chill, let's talk. I'm back. Let's see if we can do some of the Forgotten Hall. And I'm thinking the Shenzhou one, because we're still not that good. But let's see if we can clear this. What I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna swap Moza and Castorice. And probably Natasha and Locha. Let's finish up. Let's see if we can complete this. Again, I am not a very good Star Rail player, but I try. Yeah, let's just hit with Moza. Boba is currently sat looking at my main screen. Oh, I have it on autoplay. Whoops. I just let it autoplay, see if the game can clear itself. But yeah. Boba's just sat looking at the main screen, watching Natasha get hit. Right, so let's attack with Trailblazer. And then into that. I don't think we're going to clear this, to be honest, because this team is not built, like, whatsoever. Especially with all this DOT. But let's chuck in a heal. I think the hard part is I've got, like, 2 good DPSs. And the rest of them are just terrible. And they cannot tank hits, as you can see. Like, we're just done. Yeah, I think this is just a fail. I'm sorry. I'm not good. I think we still need to get good. But yeah, I think we're still gonna get better. The black and white music is back on. We're currently listening to Trainer's Eyes Meet. And Boba is currently trying to eat my food. Come on, Boba. Down you go. We can't eat food today. The playlist is just auto-thingy in itself. Let's see, though. I think I'm done for today. I know today's been quite a short stream, to be honest. But I'm very tired. Boba's trying to eat my food. And we're just kind of trying to chill. But this is my first stream back, so please give me some grace. I'm sorry. Let's see if anybody is playing... Well, someone will be playing Star Rail. Let's see who's playing Star Rail. I want to raid someone we've never met before. You know, show some love. I know y'all are so good at showing love to those who need it. This person's got an Alicia profile picture, so... Let's see. Oh, they've just finished up. That's kind of devastating. I like click on their stream and it's like just finished. Here we go. I think I found someone. So this person is called Kate Rosalind 14. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop some love over to Kate. I've never met her before, so make sure you show some extra love from Same. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.